If you're planning your bathroom renovation, I think this will be the video that I wish I had found when I had started my renovation journey. So, we have three bathrooms and we've decided to renovate all three of them together. I really thought I had enough research done before starting the process, but then I realized I didn't. There was a lot more for me to learn because while I was choosing a lot of things for the bathrooms, like the tiles, the sanitary fittings, whatnot, I had to go through a lot of decisions just while standing in the middle of those decisions. So it was hard time I learned along the process, and I definitely would like to share all of that learnings that I had in this series where I'll share all the details, because trust me, it's not going to be a 1 minute reel or a 3 minute short. It has to be a detailed explanation. So I decided to make this series of videos where it could help at least a couple of homeowners to make better choices. Let's get started then. Just a disclaimer, I am neither an interior designer nor an architect. This whole series is coming out of a homeowner's perspective where I had done my own research. I had learned through the process. I was part of every step that is possibly part of this renovation journey, except executing the renovation on the ground. I had been part of every simple and big decisions that were part of this journey. I wanted to experiment. I wanted to be the interior designer for my own bathroom. So, yeah, I took a call. You don't have to, but if you wish to, then I think this series of videos are going to help you at least save you a little time and money. So, maybe where do I begin? I think I'll have to begin how this journey has started, right? So, this is not any impulsive decision or an ad hoc decision. So, we bought this house in 2016. So, it's been about 10 years now since we have possession of this house and we've been living in this house. I'll show you the clips of how the old bathrooms looked. Not that I'm complaining, but when I took over this house, this was already a built house. So I had no option to actually change anything in this house. But then the bathroom layout or the look, that is not the problem. The problem is with the issues that we had from that. So we had a severe seepage issue, and the walls outside the bathrooms, you know how they look if there is a seepage issue, right? We tried a couple of options before taking up this renovation step. Nothing worked. So instead of wasting a lot of time and money on lot of alternatives, we decided to take out everything and redo so that we don't have an inch of doubt on where the next seepage would happen, right? So we decided to redo the entire bathroom, including the plumbing lines. It's just not the look, but it's also the internal plumbing lines that we wanted to change. Think around December or January, we had inquired with a couple of contractors. We got a fair idea of how much it was going to cost us, and it was not simple. So we really had to prepare, save aside some money to start this journey. We decided we'll take about 6 months of time before we start with this journey. We really wanted to do this all at once, all three washrooms at once, assuming that all three of them would be done simultaneously. And then we decided to do it during my daughter's summer holiday vacation so that she does not have to, or we don't have to live through in the same house while the work is going on over here. We began our renovation journey around the first week of May, but the prep work began way too early in April. Already started getting excited and I started looking out for the most important thing that all of us think that is important for a bathroom renovation, the tiles, because that's how the look of the bathroom is going to shine out, right? So I thought that is the first step. But finding a contractor is the first thing, not the tiles. finding a contractor who could execute this job or the ideas that I had in my mind. So there are a lot of people in my community. We have about 400 houses in this community, and all of them are as old as this house. So most of them are also doing renovations. So we have a couple of contacts coming in. We had received one contact. We naturally thought we'll just go with him. I'll put a picture of his quotation somewhere here. It's very clear, segregated, and everything. And we almost finalized him. We didn't give him any advance, but we almost finalized him. He was going to start work in 2 days. At that point in time, while I was having a talk with my brother, I realized I was paying way more than what it would cost for this contract. It's a flash moment because in the next 2 days, we are going to have workers come in and do the job. If I delay any further, we are going to delay the project itself, right? But then I quickly called two other contractors the next day and I got the quotes, and I was shocked to see the difference in pricing from all the different vendors. Let me tell you the things that I had asked the contractor to do. It's renovating all three of my bathrooms. My previous bathrooms had only wall tiles until about 6 feet or 7 feet, but now I wanted the full wall to be covered with tiles. So that's an extra labor that they will account for. Okay, and I told them I wanted a shower niche, I wanted a partition wall. All of this is not what, any of the regular renovations around here take account into. And I had other renovation work also going on in my place, right? Washing machine in my daughter's bathroom earlier. Now she didn't want, she's growing up, she is using her washroom regularly. It's annoying to see the mess around the washing machine in her own bathroom all the time. We understand. So we decided to find a different place for the washing machine. So we had to have a shade for it and everything. So I asked all the contractors to give me a quote to build those also. And I had renovated my kitchen, one third of my kitchen. So I wanted them to fully break that one third of the kitchen, demolish basically. So, and also include parking tiles, the wall tiles in my parking lot and other plumbing line changes around the house. It's a bundle of jobs that they had to deliver. So the first contractor, he quoted a price that is way too high without material. All of this I am talking about is without material. So he quoted me about 1.8 lakhs for all of, no, not all of these jobs, just the bathrooms. And for demolishing of my kitchen and building of that washing machine area, the parking lot tiles, all of this together, again another 25 or 30,000. The second vendor had come. He's not a vendor basically. He is a person who lays tiles, and he thought he'll club with another plumber and give me a quote. But somehow I didn't think, I wanted to coordinate with multiple people to get this job done. So I wanted one point of contact who would deal with all of these people who would do the rest of the jobs, like demolishing, laying the tiles, or whatsoever. Then came the third contractor. He had quoted me a fair enough price for all of these jobs. It was giving me a difference of about 50 to 60,000 just in the labor quotes. Luckily, the contractor that I had finalized was also ready to start work within the timeline that I wanted. Did it happen or did it not? That's a different thing. But he started on time. Did he finish on time? That's a story to talk later. And you know what quality of products you're bringing in when you are sourcing your own material. Definitely, if you don't want to take up the extra headache of sourcing the materials, trust me, if you're up for this challenge, be ready to go out of the house whenever they're asking you for something, because when you say without material, they'll just remember everything at just the edge of the time, right? They're going to do something and then they remember, ah, ma'am, this material is not available, and then you have to rush. They don't care if you have a meeting or not. Okay, so you'll have to go get it. So that's something that you'll have to bear with if you want to source the materials yourself. Okay, and that is something me and my husband had a disagreement with, because he wanted to give with materials to any contractor, and I didn't want to knowingly and willingly pay extra to someone without knowing what material he's bringing, and without having the knowledge of the quality of the products he's going to put into the bathrooms. I decided to have it that way. So naturally, whenever some of the vendors asked to bring in some material, I was the first person to go out. I didn't have the voice to ask my husband continuously to go out and bring, because he really didn't want to have this hassle, and I put us there. So I took up a lot of load during that time also. Not that he didn't go out at all, he literally jumped in multiple times to bring in. But so I think all of this turmoil happens in this kind of process, and I think you get much more thick with your partners when you bear through a renovation process, because it's not easy. It takes a toll on your brain, and then you'll have hundreds of fights during this time. So if you're surviving this phase, I think you'll survive. Back to the topic. Most important part, waterproofing. So if you open Instagram, you find, during this journey, all my reels were only these suggestions, right? Don't do this mistake, don't do this mistake. And then just then that part would have been done in my washroom. And then I have no chance of going back. Okay. So is Instagram a boon or bane? I don't know. But yeah, it did really help me in multiple areas. But yeah, it also really made me feel guilt at some points in time. So the waterproofing part also, since we had seepage issue, I was very particular about how that process is done. I was cross checking with the contractor multiple times on how he's doing the waterproofing. Is he doing it right? And I asked him to do it on the wall also until a certain length. Wanted everything to be executed without any errors, because there is no scope of error for a project like a bathroom renovation in plumbing lines especially. Now you need to know also the order of the things that you will have to proceed with, because wiring requires drilling into the walls. So your tile work cannot start any time before the electric wiring work is done. So the primary task now is to find an electrician, because you need to get the tiles work done because you have limited time. Electrician also, I had asked multiple people. Some of them had no clue that a profile light goes into a shower niche. They just scared me, ma'am, you'll have a short circuit and everything. But if it's done properly, you will not have any issues as such. The moment somebody had doubts about installing a profile light in the shower niche, I eliminated them because I didn't think they knew enough. So two of them were eliminated. The first one, he said he will try, but still he quoted about 50,000 rupees for all the works that we said, because it was not just the profile light in the shower niche, a lot of other electric thing around the house that we needed, because anyway we are renovating, we are not staying in this house during that period. So we thought all of this could be done. So I made a list of things. Maybe I'll pop up a screenshot here. Uh, Things to be done. So one person quoted 50,000. The next person quoted about 15,000, but still he didn't turn up. He was always late. So at this point in time, I didn't have any space for people who were late in their work. So we skipped him. I found another person, and this guy, he had a very good time sense, but he quoted about 25,000 just for the labor. No option, so I just went with him. He was always on time, so that was good for me. If I account into all the electric material that we had bought during this renovation think, yeah, it crossed at least over a lakh, I believe. It is also something that we initially did not account into our renovation budget. In basic electric changes, rewiring, I think is costly these days. I'm just putting this here because when you are going with your renovation journey, you also need to account for electricians and the electric material that comes at a cost.